your music, your music live. Your music, your music, your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Ding is right. It's your music live here on Studio Live today for yet another week. How are you? I hope you're well. If it's your first time on the show, this is our weekly showcase of your best independent music, whether you're making it on your phone or your tablet, or your Mac, your PC. If you make it in the home studio, if you're releasing your music as an independent artist, this is the place for you. A couple of things I want to draw your attention to. Our sponsor, DistroKid, they are awesome. They help you get your music out there to all of the platforms, your YouTubes, let's start that again. Your Apple Music, your Spotify, your Tidal, your Deezer, your Amazon. There's so many places I even get tongue-tied. And you can submit your own track right over there or down in the description. Just go to studiolivetoday.com/YML. We are going to get into it because we've got a whole lot of music to play for you here today, and we're going to start with this track here. It comes to us from Cooper Haval. It's a track called Stone Man. I thought it was a funky vibe to kick us off with here on your Music Live. Let's do it.
Oh, my flower, honey, I see all that you do me to. Hoping I give you my love you the way I do. Getting real low, life as a stone. Let's get real, let's get real. Getting real low, life as a stone. Let's get real, let's get real. Heroes come and go as they do. Why leave it up to you? Pride though eyes grow blind as they do. Track homes, mind blown, beautiful blue. Oh, I'm not living up to you. No, I'm not giving up on you today. Getting real low, life as a stone. Let's get real.
I thought that was just the grooviest way to kick off things here on your Music Live. There's Cooper Haval there. Amazing animation, beautiful song, just really cool vibes to kick us off here on your Music Live today. I hope you are doing well. Hello, Velton Kinder. Hello to our wonderful moderator, Thomas Christ. Very nicely done indeed. And thank you, Joe and Barry Glenn. Yeah, yesterday we had an amazing happy hour, played all British songs, Governor, and it was amazing stuff. So thank you for the post donation there for the happy hour. It was a lot of fun. If you missed it, check out the replay on the channel, studiolivetoday.com. Very cool indeed. Happy Super Bowl day for those who are going to the Super Bowl. Thanks for hanging out here. You're not already, munching chips and drinking beers and waiting for the game to start. I'll be tuning in. It's the one football game I watch a year. The Chiefs by 10, if you want my opinion. It's going to be like about a 27-17 game, I think. It'll be an interesting one. So I'm going to be watching that. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? Speaking of things non-related to football, we're jumping over to Germany, where they play a different kind of football and they make amazing music, like this one from the amazing artist P. A. Pronounce it alternative. And she says, this song is dedicated to the fights I have lately with my biggest inspiration, my cloud of doubt. This dude made me say the F word. That's why it's included. So parental advisory on this one. But there's more deep meaning behind the lyrics included. A fight we fought once in life. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? It is Good Meets Evil, PA, here on Your Music Live.
I'm naughty, full of these dark thoughts. Black lines have fenced in my aura. I would strangle her to have a kiss from you. And the other girl, you can meet us in the bedroom. I'm living life the fullest and no regrets. My cloud and night just passed the 8. Where is it, damn cloud 9? 9-inch nails in your ass, bitch. You were burning in, you poisoned my mind. These kind of things are not in my mind. When good meets evil, when bad meets evil, when God meets evil, you're not equal. When good meets evil, when bad meets evil, when God meets evil, you're not equal. Can't understand people like you. I'm ashamed to know your thoughts. Don't you know, we're just here to be tested. Do you think there's nothing after death? You're unfair, possessed by the devil, raised by MTV, faith is the key. When good meets evil, when bad meets evil, when God meets evil, you're not equal. When good meets evil, when bad meets evil, when God meets evil, you're not equal. You were roasting them.
The one and only PA, an absolute fire beat there as usual from our friend PA. Yeah, amazing voice and amazing stuff there from PA. If you dig the songs that we play here, after the show, if you're watching on the replay or once the live show's finished, I dump all of the links down in the description. So don't spend your time now. Just sit back and enjoy and relax. You don't have to spend your time now jumping around and trying to find the songs. They will all be there waiting for you in the description following the show. You know what? It's a really good thing that I didn't rock up to sit down and grab my big bag of pork rinds, because that's how I roll, and grab a beer and sit down and get ready to watch the Super Bowl, because it's next week. They have a week off. I forgot that they have a week off. I don't know why they have a week off. I guess to pump it up and to give it more importance. They're like, let's just build the anticipation. So yeah, apologies for getting everyone excited. Although there's probably someone freaking out, just going, oh no, I'll miss it. No, it's fine. And it actually makes more sense, because it's the NHL All-Star Weekend. I should have known that, because they wouldn't put those on the same thing. But I don't watch that either, because it's kind of a bit naff. Let's grab our next tune, because as someone said there, yeah, new music, more important. So this one comes to us from Chelsea Raposo. She says, the melody background was written by a singing student of mine, and it helped me get back into songwriting. The lyrics and voice melody are from me. So yet another super talented lady. Bit of a theme going on here today. This is Self-Made Maze, and it comes to us from Chila Raposo here on Your Music Live.
Sometimes you wait for the day when you won't feel the same. Sometimes I love, sometimes I fight too much. Life's passing by, I know that I overgrow. Run away from the safe place.
How nice is that? See, this is what we have around here. We have so many amazingly talented artists that you go from the really funky reggae island feel, and then PA punches you in the face, and then you've got Jayla who just kicks back and gives you an amazing ballad there with a lot of power to it as well. Peter Gabriel feel in the mix. Yeah, it's very nicely done. So good job. Thank you. I'm glad you are back to songwriting. And sometimes it does take that, doesn't it? It takes the inspiration of someone else. So the fact that, clearly if you're a vocal teacher, because you've got an amazing voice, so hopefully you're passing on those skills and talents and knowledge to other folks as well. And if they're giving it back by helping you write melodies for your songs, I mean, come on. That's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what independent music is all about. So fantastic stuff. Hope you're having fun here. Don't forget that we are brought to you by DistroKid. They are our wonderful sponsors, and I'll talk a little more about a cool DistroKid feature a little later. But if you want to check them out, there's a link up there down in the description. You can save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan just by using that link. And then you too can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums and get your stuff out there to the world. The world needs to hear your music, not just here, but everywhere. Let's jump over to the cloud of sounds. We got ourselves a special double feature for you here, and that'll make more sense when we get into it. But if you like little theme music that we play at the start of this show, that's not me. That's our old mate Kronk Song. Yeah, Mark Kronk Song Lovell creates and releases and shares some amazing music. He's up to his fifth Incarnation? Rose. Daffodil of his SoundCloud links. So he's Kronk Song Part 5. He creates amazing tunes. I know many of you love what he does. This week he says this is another Kronky Garage Band song. It's a song about partying and the consequences. I hope you enjoyed enough to play on your show. There was never any doubt, was there? Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Kronk Song and The House on Your Music Live. The House, Kronk Song. Some great guitar tones in that one for sure. Well done there, Kronk Song. And thank you again for allowing me to use your awesome theme music for the show every week, and GarageBand Weekly as well. If you're wondering about GarageBand Weekly, yeah, which is coming up tomorrow. We're writing a song, in fact. So maybe eventually, maybe by the end of the year, I'll have a song that I can play on my own Your Music live show, because it's been a while. It's been a while since we've had original music here on the show. But thank you again for sharing that one. Now, I alluded to it beforehand that we would be playing a little bit of a double feature here. Although, you know what? I've just found a small issue here. Kronk, you've sent me the same link twice, and I hadn't checked it beforehand because I trust Kronk's song so much that it's going to be awesome. So could you send me an email, mate, pete@studiolivetoday.com with the other link to the other song, and I'll shuffle the order a bit, mate, and we'll spin that one in a bit, because in my list here, in the form, you might have grabbed your own song and chucked that in there twice. As much as I'd love to spin a Kronk song twice, you had something else special to share with us. So if you wouldn't mind, shoot me an email, mate, because I saw you here in the chat. Then we will come back to that one in just a wee jiffy. All right, let's, while we wait on that one, let's give another spin here to this next track. We're going to jump over to slaps.com. Now, if you don't know slaps.com, that is the platform that I like to share my music on. It is from DistroKid, so full disclosure, it's from our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, and it's a free place to share your music online. You can engage with other people's music, you can share your own music, you can have a jolly good old time over there. So we're going to play our slap of the week, and it comes to us from Punkster P. And I really, as soon as I listened to this one, I'm like, yes, we're playing this on the show. This is our slap of the week. This song slaps in a big bad way. We're going to give it a spin right now. It is Electric Feet by Punkster P here on Your Music Live.
My bare electric feet hooked to circuits below my secret battery. On the 33, there's pyramids that show turning their frequency. You don't have to be a mason to be free. You don't have to be woke to feel worthy. Energy spawns from an infinite pond. In a minute, destiny is a minute too long. Energy spawns from an infinite pond. In a minute, destiny is a minute too long. My bare electric feet with currents down below flow through my dungarees. On the 33, there's temples built to show, tune in their frequency.
We had to push it up to 100 bits of fire on there, didn't we? Very cool stuff there. A great tune there from Punkster P, Electric Feet, and it's a sneak peek from the debut album coming out in May, so that's pretty cool. I reckon you should jump over to slaps.com and take a listen to that one, because very, very cool stuff. And slaps.com is an easy place to share, because look at this. I can come in here. I know Punkster's here, so he's seeing me here, but I can put it here and go, just spun this on YML, and folks loved it, because you did. So you can communicate, you can comment, you can message other creators, you can throw fire on things, you can save it, and sharing is as easy as that. Look at that nice clean link that you can share through when you're sharing your music with slaps.com. Yeah, that was catchy as all get out, wasn't it? I reckon you should go and check out Punkster P. Very, very cool stuff. We will continue on here. It is time for the mystery band. This is Stone Dog. And I know Thomas has been playing Stone Dog over on his show, over on You Rock recently. And we don't know much about them. We've got this topic channel for Stone Dog's album, but we don't have any social media links, and we can't really find them. So Stone Dog if you're out there. People would love to follow you and see what's going on with your music outside of these shows. So if you've got social media links and the like, let us know, because people are digging your tunes. This one, they say, written back in my teens, this song has been with me through 3 or 4 bands, now presented how I always wanted it. Again, played, sung, produced and mastered entirely by me through iPad GarageBand. Oasis vibes, anyone? Well, you're going to find out. I played a little Oasis yesterday. Let's see if we got some Oasis vibes in this one. It is 60 Miles High. Stone Dog here on Your Music Live.
For them to fly, a chance for them to fly. I can fly, I can touch the sky, 60 miles high.
We'll even play a little bit of guitar solo there. Yeah, really good vocals, good production. Very, I like it because it definitely has an older school kind of vibe, but at the same time, it's modern. Like, it's got that kind of late 90s, early 2000s kind of crunchiness. So yeah, definitely Oasis adjacent, a little bit Britty, rocky kind of vibe. But yeah, really good stuff. Blind Melon? Yeah, maybe a bit Blind Melon-y. Yeah, another excellent track there. I hope the band gets along, unlike the Oasis brothers. Yeah, come on. Get your stuff together, isn't it? Isn't it annoying? Like, I know, look, people's problems are at different levels, but when you see, one multimillionaire getting pissed off with another multimillionaire because of creative differences, governor, then come on, boys, get your shit, get your stuff together. Oh, getting me riled up. I almost swore. I don't swear on Your Music Live much. Let's continue on, shall we? We're going to play the song over here, assuming it's going to work for us. So we're getting things sorted here, and we'll see if we can actually do this thing. I'm going to throw this. So I've got a special link here, and I've got a Spotify link. So what I'm going to do, and I do this quite often, you would have seen me do this before, is I'm going to use the great songwhip.com from our buddy Wilson, who creates this amazing little website called songwhip.com. Here it's Heck. Yeah. So who is Heck? Well, Heck is son of Kronk. If you haven't ever checked out Heck before, he is an amazing artist in his own right, and he is the son of our one and only Kronk song. So we're going to spin this one up here. It is called Serious, and it is from Heck, and we're going to play it live here on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
Woke up this morning, haven't gotten no sleep. Been thinking about you during my dreams. Please tell me why I need to hide all of the feelings deep inside. Just what am I doing it for? Can we be serious. I think I'm in love with you. Oh wow, wow, come on now, let's get serious. It could be crazy, you and me, baby. Oh wow, wow, come on now, you're so mysterious. Taking control, I wanna make you my own. You're always on my mind, with you I'm safe at home. I'm dazed and confused, don't know what to do. Really got to confess, can't stay suppressed. Just what am I doing it for? Can we be serious? I think I'm in love with you. Oh wow, wow, come on now, let's get serious. It could be crazy, you and me, baby. Oh wow, wow, come on now, you're so mysterious.
How good is that? Yeah, it was worth the wait. Yes, John should probably vet these things, so I could have got that sorted before the show. But again, because I just trust Kronk's song, I don't even pre-listen. I listen to Kronk's songs first time here on the show because he just always produces quality. That's the kind of trust you build up when you're awesome like Kronk's song. But how good is that? And I know from chatting to Mark in the past, he's like, heck, you need to do more music. And because Heck's like a young dude, he's like, oh yeah, I'll get to it. You know, no rush. But that's some serious talent right there from Heck. Very cool indeed. And do you know how I know that Kronk's song and Heck are cool? It's this little bit here where it says provided to YouTube by DistroKid. Because Mark knows the score. He knows that if you are an independent artist and you want to get your music out there to the world, you got to use DistroKid. If you just go to distrokid.com/VIP/Pete Johns, you're going to drop in here and you're going to be able to sign up to DistroKid and you're going to save yourself 7% off your first year on any of the DistroKid plans. And then you can be like me and you can release an unprecedented, not quite, an unlimited amount of songs, EPs, and albums, all for that one yearly subscription. And to me, that's super cool. One of the cool things that I like about this, so if we go back and check out, say, my song Toxic Ego, that was the last fully produced song, apart from my September song, my Songtember song, that I did last year. I only did 2 songs last year. But the cool thing is that they actually have a hyperfollow page. Let me tell you about the hyperfollowers page that you have here. If we come down here, you can see here, you got all my details, you got my artwork, you got my songs. I've split it with Jade Starr because she played drums on this song. And if we come down here, we can actually visit this hyperfollow page and check this out. It gives you your album artwork. It's got a little preview of the song here we can play. You've got an ego that drives me. And I've customized this to embed my music video for Toxic Ego. I've then got all the links to Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, all the places. So you can actually make this your own and you can come in here and customize it. So this customize button here, if I come in and edit this page, I can change all the details. I can add some more information, a bio and a location about myself. I can update the links. I can add new links if I've got it on Bandcamp or I'm sharing it somewhere else. I can add all that in here. I can put my social media on there if I want folks to follow me on the Twitters and the Instagrams and places, and can embed that video and control the audio playback too, the little preview that you saw there. You've even got ad tracking pixels here if you're into that kind of Facebook and Google ad tracking jam. So DistroKid, they just keep adding the features and keep improving them because this hyperfollow feature was good. And now it's great. Now it works brilliantly. So so that's a great way to share your music. If you don't want to just share one link to one platform, you can use the hyperfollow page and it's going to send you to all the platforms. And as always, we thank DistroKid for their ongoing support of your music life. They've been sponsoring this show for over 2 years now, which just shows their commitment and dedication. More than 100 shows, 100 times where you folks have shared your music. That's like 200 plus hours. That's kind of ridiculous that they've been able to facilitate just through their kind support of Your Music Live. Speaking of Your Music Live, let's continue the show, shall we? Because we've got a heap more music to play here, and it's all awesome this week, I promise you. This one is great. This is from Empirism and Gregory O'Sullivan. They say, hi Pete, Finnish guitar and synth legend Empirism approached me to do some synth vocals on his track. This is the result. The lazy bugger made me write the lyrics. That's a bit close to actual musicianship for my liking. Thanks from Greg O. Now, if you don't know, Gregory O'Sullivan's kind of carved himself out a niche as, I would say, one of the, if not the best synth vocals, AI vocal producers that I know. Like, it's weird. I'm listening to podcasts and watching videos, and people are like, "Oh, isn't this AI vocals amazing?" And I'm like, Greg, over in Melbourne, the guy on our Your Music Live community, he's been doing this for over a year. It's amazing stuff. So we're going to give this one a spin here. It is called Fly to the Future, and we're going to play it live right here, right now on Your Music Live.
We can't go back now. Let's fly forward to a bright new future. The universe awaits us. Wake up, it's time to leave. Stasis is dead, live on or die. Your ideas belong in the past. You won't hold us back. We must evolve to a new state now. You can make virtuous sin with your dark words. You can't hold us down. Let's fly toward the future. Come with me, leave it all behind.
That's a second guitar solo on one show. What's going on, John? They normally cut them off. Very cool stuff. Yeah, as the Semtex Cow says here, AI vocals have come so far in a short time. And look, let's not get into the AI discussion. We've been talking about it a heap on the podcast and on other shows lately, but it's a tool. Like, should every song sound like that? No. But a song like that with amazing synth sounds, it works perfectly. It fits the song. So it's a tool. And if it's the right tool for the song, and as Thomas says, many textures in there, that was just a texture that worked really well in that particular song. So I know some people sit very different sides of the fence. Some people are all in on AI. Some people think it's the devil's work. I think it's just somewhere in between. I think it's a tool. It's like auto-tune. It's not going to ruin. I'm sorry, Rick Beato. It's not going to ruin all music. It's just going to be a tool. And sometimes tools get overused and they overstay their welcome. And that may happen like auto-tune happened as well. But you know what? It's just a thing. Don't stress about it. People are stressing too much in the music industry about things outside of their direct control and influence. So just relax and enjoy. Enjoy making music. Like our friend Jonathan House, who says, I recorded this song with GarageBand using a digital piano synthesizer and the Beat Hawk iPad app. The song is split into two halves, a piano-only first half and a more aggressive, louder second half. It's the two opposite sides of the same thing. We'll see how much we can get here, because as you may be aware, we only play about 1 to 2 minutes of each song here on Your Music Live. So we'll see if we get into the aggressive part, or maybe we're just going to pretend it's just a really soothing song. But either way, let's give this a spin. Two of the same. Jonathan House, Your Music Live. that. Yeah, super duper awesome stuff there. A big sound, and with the two halves, two of the same. I love the contrast. I've said this a lot lately. A lot of good music being produced these days has a heap of dynamic range. That's dynamic range between the loud and the soft, the harsh and the mellow, and it really just works well for tracks like this. Alan Parsons project kind of vibe. Symphonic as can be. Absolutely good stuff there. Indeed, I dig it. So thank you for sharing that one. Hopefully, we hear from you again in the near future. Now, we've got some folks here that maybe it's your first time on the show and you're asking about how it works. Is there a queue I could join? Is it pay to play? How does it work around here? It's actually really simple. All you need to do is submit your song. We've got a list over there. So you can go to studiolivetoday.com/YML or just take a snapshot of that little QR code. It'll take you straight over there. Put your details in there. It's as simple as can be. Take you 2 minutes and then you'll be in the list. And then every week I put together a playlist of around 30 to 40 songs. We play 1 or 2 minutes of them. We showcase your music. And then the cool thing is it's like the Whitman sampler. Remember those chocolates? It's like the Whitman sampler of music. You get to pick and choose and see what music you like. And then at the end you can go off and explore and follow the artist that you dug, which is a cool thing to do. However, we do have another thing that we do around about the heart. I'm a little bit late on this today because we've been jumping around a bit. But another thing that we do every week is our Play My Fire Beach. And we're going to go old school here. We're going to use the keyword fire. So here's how this works. If you're here live, you can skip the queue. You don't have to submit anything. If you're watching here live, all you need to do is put the keyword #fire in the chat, and you'll have a chance to have a song of your choosing played right here on the show, which is super cool. So #fire in the chat. And if you are successful, what you'll need to do is you'll need to put it in plain text, no links, 0 links. Let me be clear on that. You can't put links in here. They don't show up. Why? Because you know what will happen. If we let links go in here, do you know how much spam we would get? Yeah, so no links. So what you need to do is if you win, if you are lucky enough, if you're like Kronk's song, or you're like Thomas Christ, or you're like, maybe not Con, because he's put #dire, which is a different thing. Hopefully there's no dire consequences to that. So #fire, and if you're named the draw, and you just let me know your name, the platform, and the name of the track, and we'll spin it right here, right now. It's as simple as that. So we will get that happening in just a jiffy. While you're doing that, I'm going to give you a little bit of time here because time is of the essence. And we're going to play another track. This one comes to us from Luke Stewart, who says, Home is a post-punk influenced shoegaze dream pop track I made from my bedroom. Not much to say about it aside from that it's on a whole EP and will be on an upcoming 16-song album. So if people enjoy this, please listen to the EP. Thanks for all I've learned about GarageBand from you. Well, you're welcome, Luke. I always love hearing that anything I do can help folks out. Oh, that was queued up to the right spot. Let's click the link again because Luke's queued this up. It's the whole EP here, so he's queued it up to the right track. I should have just left it there instead of trying to go to the start. Let's take a listen to this one here. Luke Stewart on Your Music Live. my shoes are talking to me. Very cool stuff. It kind of fitted the vibe there because folks were talking about fingers because weirdness, and yeah, it reminded me of the Otto quote with they call them fingers, but I never see them fing. Oh, there they go. And then yeah, he's like, yeah, my shoes are talking to me. It's like raw, raw, raw. Yeah. So very, very cool shoegazy sound there. I dig it in a big bad way. That if someone says, "Hey, what's shoegaze all about?" Just play on that because it's definitely right in that zone. Very trippy, very nicely done indeed, as Scott Borthwick says here. Cool stuff. Hello, Joe and Barry Glenn, by the way. Oh, yeah, I said hello to you because you were kind enough to give us a donation. The Finging Fingers would be a good band name. There you go. The Finging Fingers. Band name, band name, band name. Brand name. All right, we're ready to rock here. I'm going to play a little bit of that in the background here because we're going to spin up the giveaway. We're going to go back over to our giveaway tool. You're a giveaway tool, Johns. Shut up. And we've only got 17 entries. So there's 43 folks here. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds to put hashtag fire in the chat if you want a chance to win a free play here on the show. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hit the spin button here. We'll turn up, oh, it's not playing anymore. There you go. We'll turn up a little bit of that track we were just playing there. There we go. Let's give it a spin. Good luck, everybody. Who's gonna win a play on YML? It's gonna be Audible Video. Audible Video. Is this the first time that you've won a Play My Firebeat Audible? Audible's here every week. And this could be the first time that we've seen his name in lights, so to speak, and in under the spotlight. So there you go. Audible Video gets to let us know what song they would like to spin here on Your Music Live. And if you want a chance to have a song played, a couple of ways. You can use the form if you're keen to wait. It'll only take a week or two, maybe, sometimes 3 or 4. Or you can hang out for the second half, because in the second half of the show, we're going to do another Play My Fire Beat. All right, yes, and Con just missed it. Don't you hate it when it's hanging there? It's like when you're playing roulette and it's hanging there on the one, and it just goes over. Or playing, what was the Wheel of Fortune? Wheel of Fortune, where you go around and it'll be like, oh no, not the bankrupt. Wah, wah, wah. Bit like that. All right, while we wait on Audible's selection, why don't we play this one from Weltenkinder? Yes, he's back, and he's in collaboration with the mighty Emprism out of Finland. See, Emprism's managed to collaborate with folks, and that's how you get more than one song on the show, is you collaborate. This tune is about the King of Winter, who lives in his castle and only will be defeated by the spring. Man, a battle of the seasons in epic proportions here. Weltenkinder, the Fallen King, here on Your Music Live. And press the button.
Believe the lies, the king is
count it, that's like a third. A third guitar solo that we've played here on Your Music Live. Sorry, there's a bit of a meme that I usually cut off a song just before the guitar solo. So that's why whenever I play a solo, I'm just like, I'm playing one. I'm doing it. But how cool was that? Yeah, that's got some vibes. That's getting you in the mood, right? Very, very cool stuff. We're still waiting on Audible Video to do. You'll have to use the 2. Is that the name of a track? I'm still confused. Yeah, just let us know. Just let us know. Just get the artist name, the track name, and the platform in the chat in plain text, and we will give it a spin, a song of your choosing. Otherwise, I'll just play a Jade Star song. Or Russ 8889. All right, we'll play another track while we await to see what Audible has chosen. We're going to grab this one from Luke Hilly, who says, "Hi Pete, I hope you're well." I am, thank you. My home recorded debut album is releasing on the 9th of February. DistroKid, of course. Rock on. This is the last track on the album, Nobody Knows. I hope you like it, and would love some feedback once it releases. Very cool stuff. So let's bring this one up over here, shall we? This is Luke Hilly. We've heard from Luke before. He makes some amazing music and does some cool videos to go along with them. Let's listen to this one. Nobody Knows here on Your Music Live.
I'm looking back at all the time we had. There's a saying that you often read. It's better to have loved than never having love at all. But I can't shake the feeling that I have. There is something stuck inside my chest. I should focus on those simple words you said. Goodbye, my darling. We will meet again. You might not believe it, but no one knows it yet. If I was stronger, I could reminisce back to the times we had when we were kids. But I'll still miss you with everything I am. I just can't comprehend how you're not here. That's why my mind has now made it clear. There must be something more than simply fate to black, the end. Goodbye, my
Luke Hilly crushing it with that one. A very, very cool tune. And the cool thing about that is that Luke, when he first shared his first song, he put in the comments that he was like really nervous about it, and he really had a lot of self-doubt when it came to the quality of his singing and recording and everything in between. And it just goes to show that a lot of times our self-doubt just stops us from doing things, but Luke has just followed through and has started sharing. He's now got an album coming out with DistroKid, of course, and it's amazing stuff. And I know many of you are already following Luke, and those that aren't probably should, because he does amazing work and very, very cool music there. So go and check that one out. Again, at the end of the show, all of the links will be down in the description, so you can check all of those out after the show. We'll grab our next tune here. Paging Audible Video. I still haven't seen anything here in the chat, so if I missed something, I apologise. I do that sometimes. But please let us know what song you would like us to spin on the show, and we will do so. While we wait on that one, let's grab this one. This is from the Bellevue Zoo, who say definitely not about drugs. A random book title recorded on Cubase's 3 iPad Pro 2021. Cool. And look at this. It is called Crystal Healing, and we're going to give this one a spin here on Your Music Live.
The breath you take took so long. I'm sure this moment safe from now on. The pain delayed, then there's and nobody knows what it's like to be crystal healing. And nobody knows what it's like to see crystal healing. The dreams you made turn me on.
That's really cool. How good has the quality of stuff been today? Like, everything we've played has been really, really good. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Like, every time I'm just like, oh, I'm so surprised that things are so good. It's like, no, it's amazing stuff. But thank you, everyone. Yeah, the mix on that one, well, it was interesting, wasn't it? It did things. It had some differences in there, which I kind of dug. So good stuff there indeed. Right, we have Esoterica from Audible Video, which has been selected here as the track that we're going to play. I believe that's the right one. I'll bring it up here. Audible Video. Actually, I can grab the link here because Jade Star has shared the link. Unfortunately, look, it would be so much easier to do this feature. I know it's a little frustrating. It would be heaps easier to do if all you needed to do was put the link in here. But because we only have the links available for moderators, it makes it a bit harder. But you know, you've been here before, folks. You've seen what happens when we open it up and we put the links up there. It's just like pronbot, spamming, play my fire beat. Like it's a very unpleasant situation. So instead of that, we have to sort of work around it a little bit. You know, it's that thing, isn't it? That the 1% of douches ruin it for the 99% of people that want to do the right thing. Anyway, we got there. Right, let's rock. So this is Esoterica. The winner of our Play My Fire beat today was Audible Video. Let's give this a spin here on Your Music Live. We're playing that now. Hey. I love music so much that I can rock out to anything. Like I put on some Enya and she's like, oh, and I'm like, yes, yes, rock. Very cool stuff there from Audible Video. And if you want to be cool like Audible Video, you've got a chance to win a beat playing of fire of your own in the second half of the show. Speaking of the half of the show, we're nearly at the end of the first half. We've got a couple more songs to go, and then we've got our toilet break, our patented toilet break that we do in the middle of every show. But before that, we've got to jump ourselves back over to slaps.com, which again is from our wonderful sponsors at DistroKid. It's a free platform. I call it DistroKid Lite, because it lets you check out some of the coolness of sharing your music online without paying a single red cent. So do jump over slaps.com and follow the cool artists that we're playing here on the show. Let's give them some pre-fire there. So this is the Data Disruptors. They say, my first attempt at getting something out there and completing the song after watching your videos over the last few years. Recorded on my iPad at GarageBand. Thanks for the inspiration, Pete. Cheers, Gareth from the UK. And I like it. The Data Disruptors. Great artist name there as well. Let's give this one a spin. It is called Regression. And we're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
Dogs are wore out tonight, biting at the heels of success. The dogs are wore out to fight, snapping illusion of progress. Our regeneration, mystery repeats itself. Our regeneration eats itself up. Lion of lust is out tonight, looking for the winter plunder. The lion of lust is out to bite, ripping kids' hopes asunder. Our regeneration, history repeats itself. Our regeneration eats itself up. It's unworking.
Really cool stuff there. The Data Disruptors here on Your Music Live. Like Nirvana meets Devo, right? It's it's very kind of post-punky kind of vibes on that one. And I dig it. I like it. It said on there raw. It said regression brackets raw. And it definitely had that raw kind of sound. You know what I love most about that? I loved the delay. Like I had a really interesting delay at the end. You know, I know it's very punk to put a delay on the end of the last word, but that one was like da 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 da, and it just kind of faded out while the guitars were doing their bits in those one or two bars between verses and between phrases. Very cool. Stooges vibes with the guitar. Yeah, very interesting. Very good stuff though there from the Data Disruptors, Gareth there. Good job. I'm glad again. If anything I ranted about over the last couple of years has helped you create that sound, then winning, I say. Winning. All right, let's grab our next tune, shall we? This one comes to us from Rob Jeffries, who say, an experiment in creating a reggae style entirely on the synth storm deluge. I mean, I love it. I love it when people put limitations around and then create cool things anyway. So let's take a listen to this one. It's our ultimate song for the first half, and then it is toilet break time here, folks. Let's listen to this one. Overdub, Synth Storm Deluge, Your Music Live.
This thing going on from creation. I born come to this thing going on. I bless.
Don't you love it? I could run 100 miles right now, slowly. Yeah, I love it when someone just takes something and experiments with it, like just using one thing to create a whole thing. Yeah, very, very cool. Some cool sounds in there. Yeah, super, super sexy. Related note, I watched, there's a show, I can't remember, it's called This Is the Story Of or something. It's a cool show on Vice, if you get Vice, the TV channel. And they go through all of these classic songs. And yesterday, Georgie and I watched an episode about Because I Got High, the Afro Man song. And it was about Afro Man and how he created music. And oh my God, that guy is the biggest. It's so funny. You got to watch it. It's hard to explain, but yeah, go and check out that series. And Wheatus, Teenage Dirtbag, the guy from Wheatus. I thought he would be like one of those, like up himself, arrogant kind of punk rock kind of guys. And he's like this nerd now, and he's like hanging out at his mum's house, like chatting to his mum, and he's like, "Remember when we came and recorded Teenage Dirtbag in your living room, mum?" And his mum's listening to him play it, going, "Oh, my son's so talented." And I'm like, "Oh, it's so sweet." All right, that's completely irrelevant, but yeah, saw that one, the Afro Man. It's awesome. I'll try and find it in the break. I'll try and find it to share it with folks. I don't know if you can watch it anywhere online or it was randomly on one of the bizarre TV channels that we have on our cable box, so who knows. All right, it is time. It is that time for our toilet break. Now, while we're doing the toilet break and while you're listening to this excellent track from Tremor Bear, yes, Tremor Bear is our toilet break artist. How cool is that? While you're listening to this Tremor Bear track, oh, you know what? It's a 1 minute 40 track. Tremor Bear, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Oh, this could be tough. This is going to have to be this is going to be some challenging stuff here. But while I'm doing this, I've saved in the first half of the show. So all the links are there. You can go and start following all of those. And we'll have the very cool second half coming up right now. All right, I gotta be here on my marks. I'm going to be on my marks and get set and go for this one. I'm going to put myself away here. We're going to go full screen. We're going to hit the button. You enjoy this 1 minute 40 and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now. Look at that timing. It's perfect. It was actually the perfect length for the toilet break there. Now I know. And now you know a little bit more about me than you ever wanted to know. 1 minute 40 apparently. Very cool stuff there. I thought that was an absolute rockin' track, and it sounded, because it was like an instrumental, it's kind of like the track. Like, did anyone ever watch like late night TV? There'd always be those like bits in between where they couldn't do a fully produced ad, so they'd just play some like instrumental rockin' music like that with like just slides showing like various local businesses and things, and that's kind of the vibe I got from that. Not that Tremor Bear, you're making music that people should only play on late night TV, but do you get what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking bollocks. Anyway, that was a quick one. There you go. Luckily, I'm wearing shorts. Again, far too much information. We better just crack on with the second half of the show, because we got ourselves a whole heap of really cool music to play here in the second half. We're going to kick things off with some sax. You heard me. We're going to some hardcore. Okay, breathe. All right. I thought this was super cool. We played this bloke a week or two ago. His name's Paul Huffman, and he does saxophone covers. And he says, during the pandemic shutdown, I started doing these sax covers. I really liked Teed Spirit by Too Many Zoos, but decided I couldn't do it better. That led to this Bowie song covered by Nirvana before I got into green screen. Karaoke version was my starting point. So let's see how we go with this one. This is The Man Who Sold the World, a saxophone cover here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there. Some nice sax work there. And what I love about this is that Paul's clearly having a ball and not taking himself too seriously. And I think that's what you need to do to make good music. I mean, yeah, some music can be like super powerful and super serial and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, just seeing someone having fun. And I know many of us did many weird and probably weirder things than that during the various lockdowns and shutdowns. But I really dug that one. Very good job indeed. Yeah, little who knew? Who knew? Saxophone. There you go. All right, let's move on. We are under the covers, by the way. Yeah, I didn't really explain that well. I was getting too busy talking about the toilet that I forgot to tell you that we are in the Under the Covers segment here on Your Music Live, and we're going to play another cover here. This one comes to us from the one and only Autism Rocks, who say Smash Mouth All-Star cover, one of Micah's favourite songs since hearing it in the Shrek movie. Micah on keys and vocals, Dad on guitar, bass, drums program with Logic on the Mac. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. Let's have a listen to this one, All-Star. Get those jazz hands in the air, everybody. Let's do it.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming, they don't stop coming. Back to the room and hit the ground running. It makes it not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with hanging the back street? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. All we shooting stars break the mold. Somebody once asked, should I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yep, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming, they don't stop coming.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Very cool stuff there. Getting dizzy watching the video, I know. Oh man, I was talking about rides and theme parks and things with the family yesterday, and I'm like, I think at age 40, how old am I? Nearly 4? Yeah, I think my theme park ride days are behind me. I like the motion simulator ones, but I don't need real motion anymore. Very cool stuff, though. A very fun cover there of a cool tune. And if you're wondering why I keep doing the Don't Stop Coming, the Don't Stop Coming, there's a meme like online where there's a version of that song where it plays it right up to that bit, But then it just plays, they don't stop coming and 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 they don't, and it just goes on. And of course people have like done 4-hour versions of it and all that sort of jazz as well. Very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing that one. A good one. Yeah, the ride they have the vomit. Oh god, remember the Gravitron? Remember that thing? I never went on that. I was too scared of the Gravitron. I never braved at the one that would just spin around on the spot and you'd stick to the wall. And if someone puked, it would like just go and just hit everyone in the face because it would just go straight back in. Oh, anyway, let's not go down those tracks, shall we? Because some of you may be eating breakfast or lunch or dinner, depending where you are in the world. Let's grab this next one. This is interesting. This one comes from Kioma Ihemi, and it's a cover of the Sonic Boom from Sonic CD. So yeah, a little bit of a Chiptune cover going on around here. So let's give this one a spin. It's Sonic Fan-Made Moment, Sonic Boom cover here on Your Music Live. Here it comes now. Any moment. Yay!
If you're strong, you can fight. You can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle. When you use your mind, Mr. Bats got it good, but this ain't his neighborhood. He's taking it over. No, no. Time is now. You can't hide. Find the power deep inside and make it happen. Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom. Yeah, very cool. I like it. I was a Sega guy more than a Nintendo guy. I had the Master System way back in the day, and loved playing a little bit of Sonic. But my mate had had Mario. He had the Super Nintendo. I had the Master System. But yeah. I've never heard the original. I didn't get quite that far down. I played Sonic and Sonic 2. Didn't ever make the CD versions. And by the way, the Mega Drive was the next one, which was called the Genesis in the US and the Mega Drive in the UK and Australia. And I've got no idea why. I've got no clue why that was the case. But anyway, I know it wasn't expecting the vocals. SNES was great. Playing Super Mario 3 on the SNES, and then Mario Kart, was it first on the Super Nintendo? Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I had lots of fun times playing the old Nintendo, and now my children have taken over. My daughter has a Switch now, and started playing Animal Crossing. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, can I play that too? And she's like, yeah, you just create a profile, and you come and you hang out on the island. And now I sit down every night, and I play like half an hour of Animal Crossing, and I'm like, I am such a child, but I enjoy it. And I've worked out. It's taken me 40 plus years to work out. Do what makes you happy, folks. Don't worry about what other people may think. Don't worry about the perceptions of things. If you enjoy it and it's hurting no one, just do it. Just go for it. Embrace it, in fact. Yeah, it's a good way to be, but it's hard. I played a bit of Pong back in the day too. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, let's grab. So that's our three. We only had 3 covers this week that we're going to play. We're going to go back to the OGs, the original tunes, and this one is from Sensors Working Overtime. They say, "Hey Pete, this was going to be a rock song, but when I started putting down the MIDI pads on the keyboard in GarageBand, I got a bit carried away, and it ended up being an electronic number. It is called I Lived the Dream, and it's going to kick off our original songs here in the second half of Your Music Live." I'm proud of it. Shoegaze, indeed. I like it. Very cool stuff there. And yes, I think John said earlier, can't really hear it as a rock song. Definitely works well with that synth vibe in there. So really good stuff. Yeah, it's excellent work there. I've lived the dream, and that'll be down in the description with all of the other songs we play. Hey, did you know that DistroKid are awesome? I know, I sound like a broken record, but if you've got a record that's not broken, that is awesome, and you want to release it using DistroKid, all you need to do is check out the link up the top there or down in the description, and yes, you can save yourself that 7% off the first year on any DistroKid plan. Get your music out there. You deserve it. You deserve to have your music heard, and you deserve to make it easy for folks to check out your music on whatever platform. And that's the joy of DistroKid. You upload it once, they send it everywhere for you. It's hassle-free, and we thank DistroKid for their support of Your Music Live. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? This one comes to us from Boogie and the Mean Machine. And they say, I wrote this song about my depression problems, and it's called simply Blackheart. Let's play it here live on Your Music Live.
Wake up every single day full of shit and misery. I'm sick and tired of this hell. I see it's black and gray. Can't you see I'm losing it? And what I got is this and fear. I'm praying for some better days. Got some change, got that thing. Tell me what is going on, I can feel my arms no more. And then rip my soul apart till there's nothing left, 'cause I'm done. Once I had a girl, she said, what you are, you're just a rat. What we have is just a lie, she left me for that other guy. Come on, let the sun go down and let the night take over town. Filthiness is what you are, you left me here with open scars. Hey, tell me what is going on, I can feel my legs no more. You didn't rip my soul apart till there's nothing left, 'cause I'm done.
Is that our first harmonica solo in the history of YML? It can't be, can it? Surely not. But that was awesome. That I love a song that has that juxtaposition between the song itself, like the meaning, the words, and what you're actually portraying, and then the style. It reminds me of Heya by Outkast, and I always use that as an example, but it's so cool because it's such an up vibe, peppy song, and it's about breaking up with people. And this is a song about depression, which is a serious subject, but it's got like such a peppy vibe. It just makes you want to keep listening, doesn't it? Yeah, don't hear the mouth harp often enough. But very cool stuff. Waiting for the drums to kick in, but cool feel. Yeah, probably a little bit buried. Probably could have a little bit more sparkle and really get the vocals and the drums kicking through. But the guitar was really good. Sounded really good too. Little Billy Bragg hint there as well. Yeah, Billy Bragg just playing, decided to skip the whole acoustic and just play an electric by himself on stage with the harmonica. Good stuff. I know, I should too, Luke. I've been meaning to learn the harmonica for as long as I've played guitar, because you see the guys out playing and they've got the harp around their neck with the little holder, and it's something that you can play with your mouth when you're not singing, and it's very cool. All right, very good stuff. Yeah, it's like the subject's cue. I know. If I was feeling depressed, I mean, obviously, music is not a solution to depression. Please don't hear what I'm not saying, as the kids would say. But it's definitely something that can help. Like good music, or even I've often said when I'm in the worst mood, I'll stick Tool's Anima album on and listen to that end to end, 60-70 minutes of Tool, and suddenly I feel better. And some people have different sorts of music. Some like cheesy 80s music to feel better. I like grungy 90s and hard rock. So go figure. You do you. Alrighty, we're going to grab this next tune. This one comes to us from Empire, who say The Morning After the Night Before is one of the songs off our new album, God Bless the Empire. The song uses its catchy riffs in the verse and heavy chorus to really get a live crowd bouncing, which is what we intended with this song. Very cool. We're going to jump over to YouTube to grab this one and give it a spin. It is Empire, and it is their track, The Morning After the Night Before, on Your Music Live.
Now stop your shouting, you're so right next to me, and you're a complicated character in 39 degrees. And then you begin to question why I turn up in my jeans, but you don't seem to mind your own business. He's got a sauce for after riding through the bar, but then he says you're override them in his other brother's car. Now, must sound it really that you'd even answer back, but now I'm free, now why they celebrate your new blue plaque.
A bunch of very talented lads there. Very good stuff. Yeah, powerful. And the little break. I love a little break in a song like that. Very cool stuff. Right up my alley. I did my British happy hour on the weekend, and I played some Arctic Monkeys. I'm a big fan of bands like the Fratellis as well, that just have that real sort of in-your-face vibe. Yeah, really, really cool riff with energy and attitude. Brilliant stuff. And Cleggy, there you go. Thank you for being here, mate. Very, very cool stuff, and look forward to hearing more from the lads. And yeah, their album, God Bless the Empire. Go check it out right now. And you know why it's quality? You know why it's quality. Look at this, provided by DistroKid. There you go. So you can go and check that one out. That'll be in the link at the end of the show. Let's kick it along here. We've got a heap more tracks to play here and not a lot of time to do it, so we better keep moving on. This one is from Michael, a.k.a. Leland Band. So why don't we get some Zeds going in the chat? I was doing the YML Extra show this week, which, by the way, thanks to the folks who rocked up to the YML Extra show. You got double your music live this week. That was really cool. But I realized how hard it was to quickly put a bunch of Z emojis in the chat because I was doing it along with folks. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is work. So Michael this week says, hi Pete, let's chill along. Let's chill along with Michael over here on slaps.com and play this song. It is Chili Dog on Your Music Live. more fire on there, because that's what you can do here on the slaps.com. It makes it very easy to show your love and appreciation for some cool music. So very good. Very good stuff there, right? Yeah, just stick it on repeat, kick back and relax. And look, I say it, I say it every week, so it's becoming a bit cliche. But Michael creates so much good music and so many different styles of music, you really do never know what you're going to get as when you press play. So I dig it, and I thank Michael for his ongoing support. Michael is one of our wonderful Patreons over at studiolifetoday.com/Patreon. So if you want to be super cool like Michael, do join us over there as well. We've got a cool little community. Did a Patreon live a couple of days ago, and yeah, it was a lot of fun hanging out with folks there. And you get to see the behind the scenes. You get to see the glamorous life of a creator, where I was there watching and listening to my own podcast, putting the timestamps in. Does that sound like fun? All right, let's grab our next tune. This one comes to us from JDL and Jim Hebert. He says, "Hey Pete, this is an original jazzy blues track that my good friend Jim Hebert, I'm assuming it's Hebert, Hebert. That's Hebert, isn't it? French. Anyway, produced and asked me to record vocals too. Having never attempted this genre before, I was excited to see whether I could come up with a vocal melody to complement the music. I hope you like it." So let's go over here and take a listen to this one from JDL, and it's called Fallen Angel on your Music Live.
She did, and she looked right through me. It was something she did or didn't want me to see. Oh, she's my fallen angel with those eyes so blue, with those eyes so blue. Selling, but what was I to do? What was I to do? Those blue angel eyes, walking the streets telling lies. So much to offer, but inside she has
Rock and roll. Yeah, I want that outfit too. I reckon I could rock a black angel costume. Very good stuff. Yeah, very bluesy. Is it the star from... Oh, it could be the stairs from The Exorcist. That's a bit creepy, isn't it? Yeah, love it. I love it. Yeah, love something a bit different. You never know what you're going to get. Like, I watch some other shows. Like, I do my research. I watch other shows that do the same sort of things that we do around here. And sometimes the genres are, like, quite consistent. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with playing what you like and liking what you play. But what I love about this show is that there's just so many different genres of music, and we play so much different stuff. We rock out, we have groovy stuff, we have sad stuff, we just have everything in between. So, yeah, I thank you for sharing that one, JDL, and the folks over at the Songwriters Anonymous, which is a support group for people who write too many songs, or something like that. All right, let's do our Play My Fire beat, shall we? Because we've already done it one time around, and we're going to do it another time around. So let's see if we can get away with this one, and let's make the hashtag sax. Let's get your sax on. So if you would like to have an opportunity to have one of your songs played right here on the show right now, put hashtag sax, just as Michael has done here in the chat. And if you are selected, then you could have an opportunity to have one of your songs played. Now remember, it's a little bit harder because you can't put links. But if you win, all you need to do is go artist name, song name, and platform. I'll go find it. It was easy enough to find. As soon as I knew it was Audible Video and the name of the song, and it was on SoundCloud, I went to SoundCloud, I searched Audible Video and the name of the song, and we found it. So, yes, I know it's an extra step, and I know it kind of sucks, but again, you wouldn't want to see what the show would be like if we allowed links to be pasted in the chat. You've probably seen it before, and you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's grab this next song. That's come to us from Sydney Mays, who says, this song is about believing you can accomplish all you set out to do. That's a good attitude to have. It's called Talk of This City, and we're going to play it live right here, right now on Your Music Live.
What I seen, didn't know how that life would be, but I knew I had to try and see. I've wandered for years now and lingered in the past. But what can we really do, and can we make it last? I hope. Are we gonna be, are we gonna be, are we gonna be the talk of the city? Are we gonna be, are we gonna be, are we gonna be the talk of the city? These questions still remain. Will I ever feel the same? And are we gonna be, are we gonna be, are we gonna be the talk of the city? I used to think I controlled the weather, cause it changed when I wanted it to. A little man growing up fast, but not fast enough, mind you. There for a moment I felt like I could be someone. There for a minute I felt like this could be done. Are we gonna be, are we gonna be, are we gonna be the talk of
What
the
a
city?
groove, right? Yeah, Talk of the City. Amazing stuff. Is that Nashville? Is that City Nashville? How can you tell from that picture? That's maybe those spires on that church are very knowable. I don't know, but yeah, very cool beat, very cool bass, very nice stuff. It sounded a bit Wallstone Studio, didn't it? No, that was Sydney Mays, who I think we're playing for the first time here on Your Music Live. Yeah, definitely a nice slab of funk for sure. Very cool stuff there. I thought it was Chicago. Yeah, I had no idea. It could be Adelaide, because we have all the churches here in Adelaide. That could be a suburban street in Adelaide, for all we know. All right, we're going to let's jump back over and check out our Play My Fire beat. Now, weirdly, we got less folks here, but more entrants. So explain that to me. We got 19 folks entered in here now, and we got about 10 less folks watching the live show. So go figure. You got yourself about a 1 in 19 chance actually to get it. About a 5% chance that it's going to be you. So why don't we turn up some vibes? Yeah. And let's hit this draw button. Who's gonna be? Who will win a play on YML? All we're gonna be is a winner of a YML. Play my fire beat, it's gonna be Still Illa. Congratulations, you won the fire beat. Still Illa, yeah, no. Good job. Still Illa gets to choose a song of their choosing for us to spin here on the show. And I don't think we have any Still Illa on the show. I'm just checking the last few songs here. No, we don't. So there you go. You get an artist that we weren't going to have here. The serendipity of the random draw continues. Congratulations. And while Still Illa decides which of their tracks they would like us to spin, we are going to spin up another track here. This comes to us from an artist that we've played a few times lately. This is Middle Suburbia. They say, my first new jam of 2023. I hope you all like it. We're going to spin it right now. It's called not Purple Rain, but Cold Rain here on Your Music Live.
Cold rain falling down on my face, painting the ground. And as I walk this lonely town, I think of all the ways I seem to have let you down. So cozy, oh, we used to be, sharing blankets and all our dreams. But I ain't got no more time left for playing all your games. Might as well stay out of the cold rain. Up to you. You can try as you might, the sun's still gonna break through. And now it's like you're a stranger to me, and I don't recognize the way it used to be. So rain, 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 go away.
Really cool. I think as someone said there, yeah, Scott Borthwick said a simple arrangement, but very effective. Very cool stuff. My wife even likes this. Yeah, excellent work there. The bass tone, the sort of foot stomp kind of rhythm that someone was mentioning there, all very good stuff. And I really enjoyed that one. So thank you. Thank you for Sharon. Remember, Sharon is Karen and Sharon is Karen. You thought we were going to get through a show without me saying it, didn't you? Didn't you? But no such luck. No dice, sons and daughters. All right, let's go and check out some goatcore, shall we? So Still Iller is the winner of our Play My Fire beat, and they've decided that we're going to listen to this. It is the Billy Goats, and Come Here, There's No You in Team. And Still Iller has given us a little word here and says, old song here from the album There's No You in Team. Figured it was time you all heard me rap. Oh, it has the parental advisory sticker on here, so maybe block the kiddos' ears, but let the goats listen. Let's give a listen to this one here. The winner of our Play My Fire beat part 2 here on the show today. It is the Billy Goats, and There's No You in Team. The album, the track, Come Here.
Oh, great, look here, it's another whack rapper. But you can keep it crunk, I'll keep it drunk, pissed and dapper. No game in this shame, I write my rhymes on the crapper. Last night I had a dream that I was flirting with a flapper, and I trapped her in my head, that's where she stayed. So tonight while I sleep, I'll call her out and get laid. I keep my rhymes in a trapper keeper. I rock a beeper, not a cell phone, and not cause I'm old school, but cause it's cheaper. Come here. I gotta get back to getting it and spitting it. It's making me itch, but these beats, these rhymes ain't making me rich. It's making me bitch about what I deserve and don't get. I'm a perv, I admit, I swerve but don't hit shit. I can't get shit, I want it all. Wanna rock your block and your concert hall. Yes, yes, y'all, I got the ball, and you don't stop until you hear the call. Come here. It's a disaster, the way I master this fad. I came to party hardy, get plastered and mad. Bad to the bone, baby, that's how it is. Telephone me, baby, when you wanna have some kids. I'm only good for one thing, maybe two, maybe you'd like to see what it is I like to do. Call me a scoundrel, I call you correct, and then I wait to call you mate until I got you in check. Go, what the heck? Let's be honest for a minute. Your love is an illusion, a delusion, and I'm all up in it. I'm gonna mean mug some tree hugging hippie types. Drink like a gypsy, get tipsy, and be polite. Nighttime is the right time to find me trying to unwind, cause the grind has got me blindly looking for relief, but grief keeps me seeking. How do you say respect in that language you be speaking? Come here. Did you hear that? Come here. This is the non-stop panty drop hip hop Billy.
Well, there you have it. That was super cool. Cool stuff indeed. And if you want to go and check that one out, it is down in the description now. Yes, we've revealed the rest of the songs because we've only got ourselves around about 5 songs to go here on the show. So they're all down in the description now. So go and check out that one. It's just been added in there. The winner of our Play My Fire beat. See, that's why it's super cool that we do this. Yes, it's good to have the playlist getting it all going, but sometimes, again, the serendipity of just having a random drawing and then someone chooses their song and then they throw it out there, and yeah, very, very cool indeed. All right. Like I said, we got 5 songs to go here, folks, and then we are going to finish close-ish to on time, kind of. Which is always a good thing. Right, let's grab our next tune here. This one comes at us from Scribbles. I saw Scribbles was here on the stream early on. They said they made it to a live show. They said, after I learned GarageBand from you, Pete, I taught myself Logic Pro. I engineer all of my sounds in Serum and very rarely use any samples from Apple Loops or Splice. I've been told which exists that they have children. As Jane Chetfield once said, my mother was a witch. What would it be like to hear witches gather if you were the child of a witch? Okay, this is all sounding very interesting, and we're going to jump on over here and give this one a spin. It is called Witch Child. Scribbles here on Your Music Live. Tasty, super mysterioso there from Scribbles. I love the visuals there that are just moving enough to creep the heck out of you. And yeah, good stuff, exactly. Very scary, cool. I'm seeing giants, Norwegian trolls. Yeah, right. Good stuff there from Scribbles. Thank you for sharing that one. Remember, sharing is caring, and a lot of you folks that are here right now are only here because someone you know and trust and love sent you a link to a show and said there's a weird bloke from Australia and he plays people's songs and maybe you'd like to come along and watch, or maybe even submit your own song. And that's what many of you have done. So if it is your first time here, hello, welcome. If you're watching on the replay, hello. We do this live every week at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UTC, and 9 a.m. on the east coast of Australia. Australia, mate. All right, we're going to crack on with another song. This comes to us from Matthias Prakowski, who says, thank you for creating a space where even the most timid folks are not afraid to post their stuff. Here. Sometimes creating feels silly, but a push from this community can go a long way to make us chase our dreams again, even just for the sake of it. With my first request, I'd like to submit my newest release, as I think that although all songs are very different in their roots, they are all very similar. Exactly. I often say that there's very little difference between the difference between a classical piece and a death metal piece is pretty slim. At the end of the day, they're all using the same 12 semitones between notes. So yeah, there's only 12 notes in the Western scale, so it does make it interesting. So let's have a look at this one. I love the title. All songs are about love. It's Matthias Prakowski on Your Music Live. Stuff there from Matthias Prakowski. That's going straight to the admin playlist. And that's a compliment from me, because I've mentioned this most weeks, but I love listening to instrumental tunes like that just have that soothing vibe when I'm paying bills, when I'm renewing my driver's license, which I need to do today. So there you go, Matthias. As you'll be able to know that as Pete is paying money to have another 5 years of driver's license, he'll be listening to your track. Very cool. Yeah, like really, really tasty tones on the guitars there, weren't there? And a really nice change there. Really nice, again, ebbs and flows, going up and down. Is that on Spotify? That's a good question. Let's have a look. See, it's on all the streaming platforms. I'm not sure. We'll have to check with Matthias to find out exactly where you can collect those. But you can follow him on the YouTube. That's linked down in the description, so you'll be good to go there. Hello, it's the Metalhead Hippie. Boom. You can go and check out the Metalhead Hippie show later today as well. He goes live a little later on. So if this is not enough amazing, epic, independent music for your ear holes, go and listen to Jeff. He'll have 12 or 13 more hours of great music. Not quite, but good 6 or 7 usually. All right, we're going to jump over to the cloud of sounds. There you go. Oh, it will be on, there you go. So it's coming out on the 9th of Feb. Very cool. Not the 8th of the 9th, the 9th of Feb. Very cool. So let us know. Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll share, if there's a whole release coming out, just make sure you share us some more songs and let us know once that's out there. We're in the final stretch. Your last 3 songs, folks. I know, time flies when you're having fun. A bloke said that once. By the way, I'm working on a weird project at the moment. I've been desperately trying to put together a video for my Time McFly's song, which is about Back to the Future, but I can't for the life of me get a clean version of the whole movie that I can actually chop up. So I've decided to be authentic to the project. I have bought on eBay an original VHS copy from 1985 of the movie. I'm then going to actually capture that from the VHS onto my computer, and then I'm going to chop up the VHS footage and make it old school, like the original 4x3. And so the quality could be, who knows, but I don't know. I like the idea of doing a little analog project with it. So yeah, that's a bit of fun that I'm having with that. All right, this is Bradley McKnight, and he says this song is called Dagmar. I wrote this song about a lovely math tutor I had when sitting my GCSE exams. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been able to achieve the results I wanted. I recorded this in my friend/producer's recording studio. Very cool. So let's give this a spin. It is Bradley McKnight, Dagmar, here on Your Music Live.
She says to me her dog's a witch, the lights in her eyes flick like a switch. She says to me when her son's not home, the dog sits there all alone. It's crazy how a dog has powers to sit by the window for hours and hours. So she ends the call on Zoom, and so all that's left for me to do. Sing this song, it's for Dagmar, she's a tutor, oh yeah. All the time we had together, we're alive like we know forever. So she starts off with the long division, but I'm so bad it hurts like an incision. I think, really, do we have to do this? Thinking that it's taking the... But I know in my own flesh and blood that this is for my own good. So she ends the call on Zoom, and so all that's left for me to do. Sing this song, it's for Dagmar, she's a tutor, oh yeah.
How cool is that? Like, how chuffed would you be if you were a tutor of someone and you were helping them pass their exams, and then they write a song about you, right? Yeah. See, some songs about teachers can be nice instead of creepy. Looking at you, Sting. Looking right at you, Sting. That was cool. Yeah, nicely done. Very, very clever, very interesting stuff. Dagmar, and I knew a Dagmar. I used to work with a Dagmar, and she was a really nice lady. Is Dagmar? It's a European name. It's from a particular country, and I'm gonna butcher it. No, someone help me out. The name Dagmar. It's not Swedish. It's not Norwegian. It's like Czech. It's around that area, isn't it? Please, Polish? Is it Polish? Is it from Poland? Anyway, it really doesn't matter. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, there is a heap of talent out here, isn't there? Including our old mate Rudy. Haven't heard from Rudy R times 2 in a little while. And he says, hello, Pete. Hello, Rudy. He says, continuing my journey with nothing more than Apple loops in iOS and vocals. It's outside my comfort zone since I'm a rocker, but it's totally worth it. Highly recommend exploring new frontiers. Here, mate. I hope you enjoy the track. Thanks again for everything you do and the support. Rudy, a.k.a. R times 2. And he's out of Miami, where he's down South Florida, where the NHL All-Star Game's happening right now, which I have very little interest in. As is the Pro Bowl, which I found out. I worked out that it's not the Super Bowl, it's the Pro Bowl, which is like their pretend game that they play. All right, all right. Let's give this a spin. R times 2 and Fairness here on Your Music Live.
It's beyond all measure. That you into realms of splendor. Visions swallowed up by time. Questions swirl around the mind. Moves in one direction, everything moves in one direction. 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 Everything moves in one direction.
Fairness there, R times 2. Yeah, really good stuff there from Rudy, and another member of the community that came into the community, started sharing music, had a little bit of an existential crisis with their name because it was originally RX2, and I think the first time I pronounced it RX2, Rudy was like, yeah, so that's going to be a problem, isn't it? So now it is still RX2, but it's like spelt out as well, which means that people like me will be able to pronounce it. Yeah, what is that statue? Anyone know the name of that statue? It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's pretty imposing. It's like a big goddess holding an angel. Very good stuff there. Yeah, excellent track. And that was our penultimate tune. You know, we're going to finish closer to on time than we have in a very long time, unless Pete rants the whole heap now, which he's gonna. So thank you everyone for hanging out with us here today. Thank you to DistroKid, by the way. As we always say, they are great supporters of independent music, and they are the easiest way to get your music out there. If you want to get out onto Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube Music, Deezer, Tidal, all the places, and you just want to do it once, sign up to DistroKid. You can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. And then all it is upload your song, your album artwork, give it a name, and throw it out there to the world. The world deserves to hear. Don't stop ruining people's lives and them not being able to listen to your music. Help them out. Help a brother and a sister and everyone out with DistroKid. We thank them. If you've got a song that you'd like the community to hear, submit it for a future show. StudioLifeToday.com/YML is how you do it. We did a little bit of research on the name Dagmar. It derives from an Old Norse name, Dagmar, dagger meaning day, and mar meaning daughter. So it's day daughter, mother and maiden. Daughter, mother, and maiden. Okay, so it's the day daughter, mother, maiden. Okay. Outside of Scandinavia, Dagmar is also used in Austria, Czech Republic, Estonia, Germany, the Netherlands, Poland, where it's Dagmara, and Slovakia and Switzerland. So there you go. You learned something today. Next time you hear someone called Dagmar, you can say, I know the origins of that name. It was from the Norse meaning day and maiden. All right, we're playing this track. This is our ultimate song. This is the final countdown, the final song of the show. And it's from Paul Brody. And Paul says about this one, greeting Pete, wrote this one after being dumped years ago. All recorded in GarageBand, MIDI, bass and drums, physical guitar and my voice, more contemplative and mellow than my usual style. I'll still sneak in some punk energy. I'm getting into the animation stuff. The best animated bit starts at 2:15 in the video. Thanks for all you do, Professor Johns. Well, because you're the ultimate song, we're actually going to play it all the way through, 3.5 minutes. So thank you, everyone. Feel free to say your farewells, and I do thank you for hanging out here on Your Music Live. If it was my Music Live and you people weren't involved, you didn't share your music, you didn't come along to watch, it would be a much less interesting show, that is for sure. So let's go out with this one. It is Anything Will Do. Paul Brody on Your Music Live. See ya.
Out and nobody's home. I'm working through this night on my own. My My only company's the thought in my head. Right now I'm remembering all that I said when I was down and feeling the worst. Words were like water trying to quench my thirst. It seems satiety just couldn't be found. It leaves me feeling like I'm forever bound. Try to say the things that I mean, but clarity doesn't seem to be my thing. I'm convoluted and my thoughts don't make sense. Well, I think they do until they're already sent. Some people ask, what in the world do you want? I reply half-heartedly, I don't want a lot. Simply to be understood would make me feel fine, but I'm having a terrible go of that at this time. Lights out and nobody's home. I'm working through this night all alone. Sometimes I think that's the way that I work best. Sometimes I feel just like a lonely mess. I'm making changes and I hope that they stick, 'cause the way I've been has been making me sick. That's all I've got, nothing more to be said. Put away my guitar and just rest my head.
Have a great day, folks. I'll see you tomorrow on Garage Band Weekly. Bye for now.